What up, everybody? P90X. Now, I know if you're in the States, you've seen those commercials. I know I have. Probably over the last 5 years, I've seen them plenty. Most intense workout, guys doing pull-ups and push-ups and whatnot. And recently, I actually wrapped up my first round with P90X. So I thought I'd come on here and actually give my insight, my reasoning for starting it, my goals going into it, my impressions of the workouts, and then touch on my future with it. So let me back up a little bit. I've always probably been a gym rat, always worked out in some form or fashion. Tried the latest fad workouts, stuff I've seen on magazines, stuff I've seen on YouTube. I have personal trainers who are friends of mine, so I'm able to pick their brains about workouts. Over the last few years, my consistency levels kind of decreased for any number of reasons, whether it be time or something personal in my life going on, or injuries, or just life in general. But at the start of the year, I started to think that I really wanted to get back on track, especially it coming around to being my 10th year, and given what we do, I felt I really needed to focus on working out more. And I started to, and I started to incorporate workouts, and the early part of the year, I started to work out thanks to my friend Eddie, a real strength and strength building workout, very heavy weights, and it felt good for a bit. Really no warm-up, no stretching or anything like that, just mainly working out. And then in May, in the midst of my 8th week with that workout, I was at a show, and I pulled on my left leg, I pulled my groin and my quad. And it hurt like you wouldn't believe. I mean, it just, about the 10th minute of a 15-minute match, and I had so much more to go through. Really didn't want to cheat the fans out of that 5 extra minutes, I guess. And my ego was talking and whatnot. Adrenaline was pumping, but I felt the pull. I rested it, and really the reason I had pulled it was I hadn't stretched properly before the show. That was something else that was falling by the wayside over the years, was that I wasn't stretching before shows. I hadn't warmed up properly. I just really kind of done a little bit of thing, but nothing major, and it caught up with me. So I rested it for a little bit, and then mid-May I had another show. It was more of a run-in, so I felt okay. I was real timid with it, though. And then then about a week later, I tried to start working out a little bit. In the midst of a show, we were at Walnut Springs for the first time, XWO. My title was on the line. I was working Slim Sexy. We had built this up. We had got the crowd into it, and in the first minute, I pulled my quad and my groin again. And at that point, I'm like, I hadn't warmed up really, I hadn't stretched. Again, same problem. And so was hurt, and just injuries, feeling my body feeling everything. I mean, over that period of June, I just really felt bad, and also I just got used to not going to the gym, or didn't have a reason, I felt like. But I knew once the summer picked up, July especially, I would really need to start. I was going to have some shows lined up, had a pretty busy schedule as far as wrestling goes, and really wanted to make it through it properly. And again, I tried different workouts. So I went to my friends with stuff and thought those ideas. And then actually that same friend Eddie had a P90X. And he was like, well, I don't really use it. I have it. I've had it. So go ahead and use it for a bit. I'm like, all right, cool. He had the guide, the workout guide and whatnot, and he had the whole thing. So I read the workout guide cover to cover. And like I said, like many of you, I've seen this commercial for the 5+ years that it's been on. I'm sure it's been on at least that long. And always been curious. I know of people who have it, who've told me that they have it, and yet for whatever reason, I've never heard of anyone complete this workout. They get to a certain week and then just their life starts to not allow them. So I have it in my hands. I have the workout guide. I read the workout guide. And I start to plan out what the next 90 days would be like. I grabbed my calendar and I jotted it down. The next 90 days, just the workouts, just all of that. And said, okay, this is how the next 3 months would be. Well, I got to do the workout in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. In fact, that has been my excuse with stuff, is that I don't wake up in time to finish a workout or start a workout, and put enough time properly and whatnot. But I was like, when better to work out than in the mornings? Have to do it at the house, so I don't really have to go anywhere. I have a chin-up bar. I have some bands. All right, I can do push-ups and sit-ups. Did the fit test just to make sure that I could, and I would advise anyone who would try it just to do the fit test. So took the fit test and whatnot and passed it. Could do the minimal stuff, and I mean, there's push-ups, sit-ups, and pull-ups, and can you touch your toes, and things of that nature. And so I passed that, and I was like, all right. And so I started the journey. My goals going into it were probably just really, I wanted to get back to a certain level of consistency. I felt that if I could do it in the mornings, which were rough for me. Mornings are usually very rough for me. And do it consistently over the 90 days, that I would truly have accomplished something. But I really wasn't looking to get extremely ripped. I was like, one step at a time. Let's get the workouts going. Let's get my body back into some level of activity on a daily basis. Let's see how that helps. And since the workouts seemed more body weight stuff as opposed to lifting heavy weights, I thought, oh man, this is really good for me, because I'm preferring that. So there was that. My goal really was just to get through it. It wasn't to get super ripped. Again, one step at a time. They have a nutrition guide, and I'll cover my thoughts on that in a second. So my overall impressions, the workouts, there's 12 DVDs total, but 11 of them are really, you're going to use about 10, maybe 11 of them, depending on your workout, because you have 3 different types you could do: the classic, the doubles, and the lean. But I mainly used about 10 of the discs over the 90 days. No, I take that back. I used all 12 discs throughout the 90 days at different points. A lot of pull-ups, a lot of push-ups, a lot of body weight stuff, a lot of max rep stuff. You're doing so much, you're doing exercise for so many minutes, for so much time. What immediately got me was the warm-up. Every workout that I've done with friends, that I've read in magazines, Fitness VIP on YouTube, there's a few others, workouts that I've tried here and there. But every workout really lacked one thing: the warm-up. Properly warming up. They tell you to warm up, but really what to do to warm up, I mean, for me, I kind of lost that knowledge of what would be the best thing to do to warm up my body to get ready. And that really was the first thing I noticed positively, and that's right out of the box, is that you're forced to warm up. You're forced to warm up your muscles. You're forced to, that's part of your workout. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much so that I do it before I go out to the ring now. I do some form of that warm-up. The warm-up's about the same, depending. But I have it in my mind what I'm going to do, how I'm going to warm up my body, and by the time it's ready to go to the ring, I'm feeling better. So that was the first thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed is that it's challenging enough that I wanted to complete it and also surpass what they were doing. Like, I started to feel my competitive streak hit. I felt like I wanted to improve each time that I got in there. My intensity level was getting up, and I noticed that my energy level throughout the day was better. It also made me mindful of my meals, subconsciously, that I need to eat at certain times and eat consistently throughout the day. But I noticed that right off the bat. My second workout was like plyometrics, which is jump training, which is your workout, your leg workout in essence, or one of the two that you're going to endure during the week. But very intense. They give you alternatives. They give you alternatives to chin-ups. They give you things that will help you do chin-ups when you do that first workout, like push-ups and so on. Give you variation. I think that's also another thing. The variation of each thing that you could do, whether it be with weights or bands or using push-up bars or dumbbells or what have you. There's just a variety of things that you can do. They just kind of give you the blueprint, so to speak. The yoga, I really never got too on board with. I wanted to. What would happen was my workout week started on a Thursday and ended on a Sunday. I mean, Thursday through Wednesday. Sorry about that. Thursday through Sunday. Thursday through Wednesday. So my yoga day would fall on Sunday. And on Sundays it'd be hard for me to want to just get motivated. Where it could have been the end of the week or the end of my week. It was the middle of my week, so early on that would be the one that I would miss. But I wouldn't miss the stretching, which is the end of the week. For some reason I didn't consider that optional. Stretching really was important to me. And as I got to the yoga is very intense. It's hard. It's hard for a guy who's not flexible. But every time I would try it, I would really want to do well with it. All those workouts I would want to do well with them. I noticed immediate results, probably not immediate, like right away, but probably within 2 weeks. I started to notice something. It was really just about the way my clothes were fitting. And my energy level, obviously. Getting in the ring, I felt better. I felt really good once I really got into the workout. I felt extremely energetic. I felt like I could increase the intensity of my workout or my ring time or what I would do in the ring and really not get winded or blow up or anything like that. So I appreciated the workouts for that. It just helped me. And it made my body feel better overall. My knees always would give me issues. They weren't giving me issues as much anymore. My back was feeling stronger. My shoulders were feeling stronger. All the little nagging injuries that I have endured just kind of fell away with every stretch, with every rep. And I felt like really felt like I got a lot out of the workouts. And I was real good for about 8 weeks. And then the ninth week I got, which would be phase 3 and kind of the home stretch, I got sick. So about 4 days I was really not able to work out, just couldn't. Didn't have the physical strength to get up. Then 1 week I traveled and that kind of threw me off. I was working a lot of hours. And then I actually went to the gym with one of the workouts, and because I hadn't really gone to the gym, I was doing all my workout at home. But I went to the gym, and stupid me, within the second exercise, I pulled probably a couple of stabilizer muscles in my back, and aggravated my sciatic nerve, and it was tough. I had to show the next day and like the next couple of days, and my body was hurting, but I pulled through it. But it was really my fault. It was technique. I was doing one arm bent over rows, and instead of putting the weight down or dropping the weight, I decided to try to stand up with it. Mistake on my part. So that week was kind of rough. So about the last 3 weeks, 3 out of the 4 weeks, I was hampered. But I finished off strong. I'm on a 2-week hiatus from it. I'm going to start it back up. October 25th will be my startup. Now I'm going to make some changes. Obviously, my workout time will now be Monday through Sunday. So my optional day will be Sunday. Hopefully that'll mean that I'll do more yoga. Will be taking the workout, at least the ones with weights, to the gym. And I'm probably going to do doubles, which means I'll do a cardio workout either in the morning or at night. Probably in the morning. so that I can go to the gym, or I'll try to do both back to back. That might be tough, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. So I'm also going to follow the diet. They have a nutrition guide, and I have it. I've been really starting to work with it, but what I noticed in my initial round with P90X was that my diet it was okay, but it wasn't great. There'd obviously be days, even now, where I like food. I like really bad food, pizza, burgers, pastas, chicken fried steak. I'll go to Austin, there's Trudy's that I love, and I'll eat the Hondo portion of chicken fried steak, which is 2 chicken fried steaks and fries, and I'll eat too much food. Or I'll go to Magnolia Cafe in Austin, for instance, and I'll have their mag queso with beef and avocado. Like, it's just amazing food, but it's bad for you. Like, bad for you in the sense of if you're trying to eat clean, I guess. So I'm going to focus on eating better. I'm trying to limit the number of times that I'm going out about to eat. Plus, I want to save some money. I've got some ideas what I want to do for things. So, like I said, I plan to take it to the gym. I would tell anyone to go to beachbody.com and actually look it up. Oh, one other thing I plan on doing is, I was doing it on my Facebook, but I probably will do it on here, is that I will try my best to give kind of a weekly, starting in October, a weekly, or when I first start the program in October, I'll start doing a weekly kind of what's been going on with it, how my diet's been going, just to kind of give people insight, as well as what I'm doing wrestling related and whatnot. So again, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking the time. I know this wasn't really a commercial, infomercial, or anything like that. I just had been doing it. I know people who say that they have it, and if you have it at home, use it. Use it. I don't see, it's beneficial in so many ways. I feel as good as I did when I first started wrestling, if that will say anything. 10 years ago, before the bumps and the bruises started to add up, I feel that good when I'm in the ring now. My breathing's really good. My wind is really good. I look forward to getting up in the morning. I look forward to doing the workout, so that's another reason. I like working out again. So, and for people who have an issue working out or just don't have time or whatever, more power to you. I know if you're going to be active, any wrestlers that are out there, I would say do some form or fashion of the workout. If you don't do that one, there's other ones out there that are similar probably. I like P90X. A lot of people say it's way too intense. I see it as a really good workout, a really good regimen to implement, and I think anyone should try to implement it. And if you have it, use it. If you know of someone who wants to use it and you're not using it, use it. If you have the money for it, buy it. I know that when the P90X MC2 comes out, I'm probably going to be getting that, or I probably will get P90X Plus. But I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons with it. I don't really see many cons. If you could do the fit test, you should be able to do it. And again, I want to kind of give people more of an insight as to what I'm going through with it, and hopefully you'll come along. And also, I'll talk wrestling and all that. So there you go. My next video will be a Q&A. I got some questions asked of me, so I'm going to be shooting that shortly and be putting that out shortly as well. So thanks again for your time. I hope you enjoyed this educational video. I think it was educational, at least from my opinion. So talk to you soon. Later.